If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck.
Live argument between Terence, Bud, Crawford, and Gervonta. Tank Davis just went nuclear on live television. This isn't social media trash talk. This isn't another "wouldn't happen unless they step into the ring" scenario. This was fireworks where cameras were rolling. It was raw. It was real. And it completely shifted the narrative in boxing. Today, we're breaking down what triggered the meltdown, who's standing tall after the smoke clears, and why everyone's now calling for the fight that should never have happened yet might be too hot not to make. Tank versus Crawford. Two names in two different worlds. One dominates lightweight. The other is undisputed across multiple divisions. They've never shared a ring, and that's by design. But for months, rumors and passive-aggressive jabs have layered up to this bomb of an altercation.
When people, what I got from that is he's a hater. You don't know me as a person. Let's say you don't like me. Like, you don't know me. Like, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck him. And everybody that's cool with him, I mean, with him.
Tank, question for you. Proud father.
Tank's been floating the idea of moving up, say to 147, and beating anyone in his path. He's played into it, posting subtle videos, saying he'd drop a southpaw like Bud with one shot.
147? I tapped that train, you know he going to sleep.
I already know. I already know he is. I already know he is.
You said no chance.
I got round 5.
Got round 6.
Meanwhile, Crawford has been the cool eye in the storm, reminding everyone Tank hasn't faced the same caliber of opposition, even in that undisputed era. The tension between them was simmering. But when that moment came live, unfiltered, and on air, that was the spark.
Never even think about to come up to 154.
All right, what about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But like his core personality and his ways.
On the set of a high-profile boxing panel, the discussion turned to pound-for-pound rankings. That was the cue. Crawford, calm and unflinching, heard Tank's name, and the passive tension turned aggressive. Tank tried to play bold, but Crawford pushed back hard, smarter, sharper, and unafraid. Then things got physical. Crawford snapped, stepped in, gave a push, and suddenly it didn't stop there. Tank tried to respond with a punch. Security jumped between them. The panel devolved into chaos, and viewers were left watching one of the most electric moments boxing broadcast has seen in years. Everybody in the boxing world logged back and asking one burning question. Now what? Let's not forget who won the verbal battle between Tank and Bud, Terence Crawford. And it all goes back to Tank versus Roach. Gervonta Davis's loss to Lamont Roach wasn't just a blemish on his record. It was a full-blown earthquake in the boxing world. It should have been ruled a knockdown. Roach landed flush, and Tank's glove clearly hit the canvas. But the ref let it slide. Still, it was obvious to anyone watching. Roach was putting in more work, landing the sharper shots, and showing he wanted it more. He earned that victory. And Terence Crawford didn't waste a single second rubbing salt in the wound, but went off on live television saying the knockdown was real, that Roach got robbed, and that Tank got exposed. He took multiple digs at Tank, basically calling him overhyped and under-delivering. And the worst part? Tank can't even clap back. The boxing world saw what went down, and they're not defending him. They're calling him out.
Yeah, man, I thought I won. I thought I did enough to get the victory over a spectacular fighter. I told y'all from the beginning, man, that I got the skills to pay the bills. I've been telling y'all that. And I'm just glad I got to show it, honestly. I'm glad I got to show it. I appreciate, like I said before, I appreciate true boxing media. Some guys that didn't count me out. So that's just how I feel, man. I think I won. And I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to.
His reputation just took one of the biggest hits of his career. But maybe that's why a fight with Bud isn't just hype anymore. It's a necessity.
This fight, it was not ruled a knockdown. What happened?
I just got my hair done 2 days ago, and she picked grease in my shit, so the shit was like, like when you sweat and things like that, and the grease come in my face, it burnt my eyes type shit. Damn, why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. Come on, man. Look at my hair. I just got my shit done. But it's all cool, man. You know how I get. They love you and then they hate you. Turn around and love you again. You know what I mean?
If Tank wants to redeem himself, make a real statement, and shut everybody up, there's only one move left. Go toe-to-toe with the #1 pound-for-pound king and prove he still belongs at the top. Now, here's where it gets strategic. Crawford didn't close the door on the fight, but he didn't open it wide either. Instead, he gave Tank a challenge, beat Keyshawn Davis first. And let's be honest, Keyshawn ain't no tune-up. He's a serious threat to anyone in the division.
Stopped him. Could have stopped him. It's me. It's me. Definitely my fault. Definitely my fault. It's all right. You know what I mean? You live and you learn. I definitely could have. That was on me too. That was on me for sure. Cause I ain't pick it up when I supposed to pick it up, and I could have definitely did more. Definitely did more. Just a lot going on. But again, it was myself, But I gotta go to the gym and get back to the drawing board and train a little harder.
That's a legit killer backed by Floyd Mayweather. Trained with real purpose and eager to make a statement of his own. Tank accepts that challenge and wins, it builds even more hype for the Bud fight. But if he ducks it, the narrative flips and suddenly all those doubts become facts. And while all this is playing out, let's not forget the wild card, Floyd Mayweather. Floyd and Tank might be separated, but his fingerprints are all over this drama. Keyshawn trains with him. Crawford has respect for him. And Tank, he's still trying to break out from Floyd's shadow, even though it feels like he's stuck in it more than ever.
Apparently he's out bad.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Davis. That's him right there, isn't it?
Ooh, no, I thought he was.
Ooh, there we go right here.
Oh, yeah.
He's a young guy.
Nice combination.
He's quick.
Good. Yeah. Ooh.
It's a harder puncher.
And
Floyd, once the bridge between both worlds, is now watching from the sidelines, possibly planning his own chess move.
Now I got the chance to be around Floyd Mayweather. He be calling me now, he be texting me now. The whole last camp, I was in Floyd's gym. He closing down the gym for me. I'm working pads with him. He working pads with me and my brother Kelvin. Me and Kelvin sparring in front of Floyd. Like, he coaching us. Like, now it's like, damn, Shakur, Terence, and Floyd now. So, man, I honestly think that's God. Like, if you really look at it, what professional fighters out here just have a strong circle as strong as like ours. Like, you got the best prospect. You got Shakur, then you got Terence Crawford, and then outside of our circle, we got Floyd Mayweather also tapping in with us. You know what I mean? Like, our circle is really crazy. It's really crazy, and it shows to where when we fight, it's always our opponents. It's like it's never a close fight, even with Terrence.
Floyd also gave his 2 cents on the beef between Tank and Bud, and he made it pretty clear whose side he was on. Tank took things personally, bringing Crawford's family into the mix. That's when Floyd, Tank's former mentor, sided with Crawford, sending a clear message Tank's going too far. Beef between Gervonta Davis and Terence Crawford is just getting started.
He was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love, hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's
that
the
deal,
part of
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
It's exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank, no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see.
Let's be honest. This whole back and forth with Gervonta Davis isn't even Crawford's main priority right now. He's got something much bigger on his plate. A fight that could change everything. Terence "Bud" Crawford is locked in on Canelo Alvarez. And that's not just another big name. It's the defining challenge of his career.
It's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not gonna elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just gonna say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and be.
While Tank is throwing punches outside the ring, Crawford is focused on strategy. discipline, and legacy. He's not avoiding Tank. He's just not about to let outside noise distract him when the biggest fight of his life is right around the corner.
There was some kind of crazy trash talk with Gervonta and Terence Crawford recently. And one of the things that I've always kind of noticed is most of the time, one of the things that's kind of off limits is families. Like you usually don't.
Yes.
You know,
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, and so I wanted to kind of understand what your thoughts was about like some of those comments that was made. I think it was about Terence's wife. What, like in your mind, where? Because obviously, like you've been in this sport.
I think Terence Crawford right now in the sport of boxing is the pound for pound best fighter in the sport of boxing right now. It's good to see him in the position that he's in. I think he has a beautiful family. I think he has a beautiful wife, a beautiful queen, a black queen. And there's nothing better than a black woman in this world. It's just my opinion. We're all entitled to our opinion.
And the Crawford versus Canelo buildup is already getting tense. Their press conferences are a different kind of intense. Less shouting, more cold stares, psychological warfare, and a growing sense that something explosive is coming. Crawford has been calm, but calculated, while Canelo carries that quiet confidence of someone who's been here before. The atmosphere feels like it's just one comment away from total chaos. For Crawford, this isn't about headlines. It's about making history. That's the kind of pressure and purpose that makes everything else, including Tank's antics, feel small in comparison.
However they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we gotta fight. I'm gonna win the fight. It's simple as that.
That's you. About if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo.
No, it's not.
That's something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And there's any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.